let's cut to the chase. Bad things happen to good people. Why? Why does being good not earn you good karma? Why do good people get sick? Why do good people have their houses broken into? And perhaps most annoyingly of all, why do good things happen to bad people? Why is there no real sense of justice on Earth? We were talking about this in history class once. We were discussing like medieval worldviews and things like the Great Chain of Being, and this belief that if something bad happened, someone had to do something bad to cause it. And everybody in the class was willing to buy it except for me. And I could not formulate a good answer until I was sitting in church. And so I'm reading out of our bulletin, an anointing in love, whatever. That's fine. And I finally had a response from my history teacher of why I can accept that everything has a purpose and reject that bad things happen as a consequence for bad actions. So I'm going to be looking at this a lot. So good things don't happen to good people. And bad things don't happen to good people. They just don't. Nothing happens to good people. No one is good except God alone. That's one of my favorite verses. No one is good except God alone. There is nothing we can do to redeem ourselves to be good. Everyone deserves this suffering and deserves these bad things because we have all transgressed the arbiter of justice. We have all done evil in the eyes of the Lord. The fact that good things happen to anybody is a testament to God's mercy and grace, because He gives us the good things we do not deserve, and He does not give us the bad things we do deserve. Who are we who have wronged the High King of Heaven to criticize how He distributes His blessings? What right do we have to be upset that a bad person has received God's grace and favor when we too are bad? In addition, I cannot know God's purposes. Nobody can. I mean, we know His purposes are good, but we do not know what they are. What right, then, do I have to try to explain why God causes events in people's lives? On what sort of authority am I able to claim that that bad thing happened because somebody did something bad? Who am I to make that sort of a declaration? God causes events, and He has plans. If I caused events, I would be able to explain them, but I do not. I am not given this knowledge. As far as I know, nobody is. Maybe you could make the argument that prophets are, but that's a complicated subject. And finally, Jesus Himself rejects the link between bad things and sin when He heals the blind man. He goes and discusses how everything happens for God's glory. He says, people ask Him, "Sir, was this man made blind because of his sin or the sin of his parents?" And Jesus is like, none. He was made blind so that the glory of God may be revealed in this circumstance. Everything happens for God's glory. I know no more details than that, and I don't care to. I don't want to have any more information than the fact that God's glory is achieved in everything. I don't need to know what caused something bad to happen. I need to know that it's going to turn out okay. And that's my, 2 cents on why bad things happen to good people and why good things happen to bad people. The TLDR version is, there are no good people. And since we're all bad, what right do we have to criticize? Number 2, how on earth can I claim any sort of understanding of God's purposes? And number 3, Jesus himself rejects this link between bad results and bad behavior. And who am I to argue with Jesus on this? So that's that. Figured I would, wear a shirt from a church trip. Great Escape, who knows when, 2011 I think. Engage. That's what this wristband is from. You cannot read it anymore, but there's that. Was this video informative? Leave a like. Was it inflammatory? Leave a comment. Was it intriguing? Subscribe. Hit me up on Twitter or Tumblr using the hashtag #AskAzaria, or the direct messaging system on Twitter and the Asks on Tumblr to be featured in our next Just Asking Monday, which is super soon. Let me actually check. Is there? Yeah, okay. There is a Monday after tomorrow. And that's when it's going to be, not tomorrow, but the Monday after. It's finally the right lighting to film. Gotta write this down basically at 6 instead of 5. 'Cause, time progresses. Hope you have a great day.